What up, guys? Beard Bros back with the podcast. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's Friday. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. Before we get started, I want to do two shout outs. One is, again, Keith Dunlap with the Circle One apparel. He's got hats, he's getting shirts. Just want to keep shouting him out, support him, disc golf community. So if you can, I'll leave his Facebook page in the link in the description. Also, if you guys hadn't already, at the end of the podcast, when it's over, I'll post it. You'll just have to click it, or you can go back to the page. You could stop watching this right now, go watch it. But the Bully Boxing podcast we posted a couple days ago, go watch that. They're fighting tomorrow. But what I wanted to mention is they're going to do a week or two. I think it's 10 days. They're getting ready for like the Junior Olympics boxing, and so they got to go to qualifying. And what they're doing is, I believe they got to go to Las Vegas.
Lubbock first.
Lubbock first? Okay. So they have a GoFundMe page. So from the previous podcast that we did all the little guys' interviews and stuff, I believe them. There might even be more, but nonetheless, they're looking for donations. So the link is in the description. You can copy it and paste it in the Google search bar. It'll take you straight to their page. If you guys can, $5, $1, $10. It's not about the amount. It's just about helping our local youth boxing. It's not even grown-ups. It's kids that love to box. So if you can, go donate whatever you can. It's going to a good cause. So please go and do that. Yeah. Shout out Bully Boxing.
Yeah, it helps them eat, get a hotel, stuff like that. So I mean, if you want to say support local and you're not supporting them, then I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, so today we're going to do a different sport than we've done in the past. I mean, we've done it, but probably not to like a high, intense, extreme, whatever you want to call it. We're going to do NBA playoffs. The playoffs are here. They're upon us, whatever you want to say. But we're just going to go over this year's playoffs, what maybe our predictions are going to be, what we think is going to happen.
This is prior to Warriors-Memphis game.
Yeah, the Warriors-Memphis, actually. This is going to be so when you're watching this, we just filmed this. I'm posting this tonight.
So we're going to predict the war. I'm going to say, I guess we're just going to say who we think
is going to win the play-in game.
Warriors. Do you like that, by the way? Like the play-in?
Well, let's start there. Okay, so you had the West played Wednesday, and then the East played Tuesday, and then the East played Thursday, and the West finishes today. So they did the 8 and 7 seed played each other, and the 9 and 10 seed played each other in each conference. The 9 and 10 winner had to play. They basically had to win 2 games to get in, and then the 8 and 7 seed, they only had to win that game or the second game. If they lost, they played the winner of the 9 and 10 game, and they would get the 8th seed. Personally, I don't like it. I don't like it in the sense of the 8. I don't like the 2-game thing. I look at it this way. I think the 7 seed should have played the 10 seed. Winners in. And then you take the 8 seed versus the 9 seed, winners in.
That's true, because the extra game, now you're putting the extra game on the Warriors or Memphis.
It's good for television. If you guys didn't go watch the Lakers and Warrior game the other night, you missed a banger.
Man, I almost fucking had my hair pulled out. I was pissed.
Did you bet on the game?
No,
I seen you posted that you wanted to bet, but
I almost did, but he wasn't convinced on Steph Curry.
I mean, Steph Curry, he's a beast.
Sick. That was a good one. Memphis, San Antonio, that one was a blowout, I think.
It wasn't very good. The Celtics beat the Wizards pretty good. And then last night the Wizards killed the Pacers by like 30 something.
Yeah.
Wasn't close.
Start of April, I think it was April 6th, the Wizard had
0.6% to make the playoffs.
That's crazy.
So when it comes to that little seeding, I don't mind it. I kind of like it in the sense of like you're making those teams kind of earn their way in.
Yeah. Because no one really respects a 7 or an 8 seed, really.
No. I mean, except now because it's LA.
And maybe the Warriors.
Yeah, well,
if they could play
the
like
Warriors are just there's not enough, bro. Like when KD was out, Harden held it down and they still did good.
Yeah.
When LeBron was out, like AD and the crew still held it down. When Curry's not there, that team's shit. So they're so Curry
But
reliant.
I look at it this way: if Utah Jazz was the 8 seed, they would be playing the Memphis right now because Warriors would have beat them.
Wait, what?
Like because they're playing Utah if they win.
Right.
So if Utah was the Lakers seed and they had to play the play-in, I think Warriors would have beat them in the play-in. So.
Utah.
Yeah.
I just think Gobert and Conley and that's a defensive team with fairly decent offense. They're above the middle of the pack, but I think Curry is more offense. They showed pretty good defense.
That's what I'm saying. They're playing pretty good defense.
Like they've been pretty good lately, but even then, they're still small. You're basically hoping that Curry goes off for 35 plus. I mean, he does do good, but even then, look, LeBron probably had his worst half in I don't know how long. Anthony Davis and Shooter played pretty shitty. And we had, like, we beat a hot Steph Curry and Warriors team at one of our worst games. Like, that was not the best Lakers I've seen.
But the Lakers could have did that to any of the teams, I feel like.
Yes, but that's my point is I think, like, we're not the best right now. I would probably put... It's hard to say Denver because Mitchell's been kind of banged up lately. The Jazz. Denver lost Murray. The Clippers are kind of... They suck at closing games. The Suns. But see, all those teams, I think, blow Warriors out in the series. That's why the Warriors are where they are.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't think
We'll get there, but let's just focus on the play-in.
So Memphis versus Golden State
tonight. It's over. It's Golden State. I don't think Memphis too young. They don't got enough.
They're way too young. Maybe if they just get a hot John Moran and Triple J, maybe.
But even then, I still don't think they have enough.
Let's just start with the East. I think we're both on the Golden State's playing Utah.
Okay, so Golden State will play Utah. I wish I could click on this picture.
So Philadelphia versus the Wizards.
Okay, but is that the scheduling?
Oh,
well, I guess we could just go down that road. We can just go down.
I was just gonna go down the playoff.
The actual playoff, whatever.
Because I have no idea about the schedule of TNT.
They just barely announced it the other day, yesterday. Oh, here, I'll bring up the schedule right here. So you got tomorrow starts the real games. So you have the Heat and Bucks tomorrow, Mavs and Clippers, Celtics Nets. But let's start just in the East. So who's the number 1 seed? Philly?
Philly versus Wizards.
I'm going to say bring out the brooms. Yeah. It ain't even going to be a gentleman's sweep. I think it's just going to be a clean 4-0.
I don't think they win a game.
It's just I like Bradley Beal. I'm not a fan of Russell Westbrook, really.
I like both of them, but I don't think they have enough.
Not against Philly.
Hell no. Philly's obviously a number 1 seed for a reason.
So
I don't think they win a game.
So you think 4-0?
Maybe one. Maybe they could get one, maybe, but 4-0 for sure. 4-0 is like a good prediction. I would bet on a 4-0.
Yeah, I'd bet on a sweep right there. Okay, let's move Philly. Barring injury, just to say, if someone gets hurt, that's different.
Yeah, we're just going off of rosters right now.
Yeah, as they are what they are. Okay, who's next?
Number 2 seed is Brooklyn Nets versus the Boston Celtics.
I know you're a little biased because
biased.
he has the Celtics going to the finals.
I have them winning. If they beat Brooklyn, I think that's a clear indication. That's a clear indication they might
go. If they beat Brooklyn, then they are going to have a good chance. Right. They'd have to play Philly next, which I think is a different beast. But I'm going to say Brooklyn's going to win. I think this one will be a gentleman's sweep. I think it's going to be a 4-1 series.
I got obviously Celtics in 6.
Is the first round still 7 games, though?
Yeah, it's 7 throughout the whole playoff.
Okay.
So, yeah, I have Boston 6 games.
Okay.
I think they win 4-2.
So you think they beat the Nets 4-2?
4-2.
I think if the Celtics win the series, it's in 7 games. That's what I'm gonna say. That's the only way Celtics win if they push it 7. If it's not gonna be 7. I'm gonna pick 5 games. I think Celtics get like game. Maybe 4.
1.
Like game 4 or 3 when it's in Boston. Brooklyn's coming off of...
Celtics have the best player in the East. So
who?
Tatum, easily.
Better than Durant.
Okay, Durant.
Better than Harden.
Better than Harden.
No.
Tatum's better than Harden.
Better than Joel Embiid.
Yes.
No. Better than Ben Simmons.
Yes. Ben
no.
Simmons can't shoot.
Who?
Ben Simmons can't shoot.
But he can... A triple-double probably every game.
Tatum.
No, but Tatum's the only guy on his team.
That doesn't stop him from being the better player.
I would put Tatum probably...
He's better than Giannis. He's better than Jimmy.
Giannis? I forgot about Giannis.
Giannis is whack. I don't like
No.
Giannis. Better than Trae Young. Better than anybody on the Knicks. Better than the 76ers.
He's better than anybody on the Knicks.
Better than anybody on Atlanta. Better than Jimmy Butler.
No.
I like Jimmy Butler, but I would put Tatum over Jimmy Butler. I think he's better than Giannis. Only one that I don't think he's better than, maybe Kevin Durant.
And Harden.
I don't think so. I think he's better.
I don't even think Tatum plays very good defense. He's not bad. He's better than Harden, but Harden's just unstoppable on the offensive end.
Yeah, I think Tatum's the best in the East.
Okay, well, we're not getting into who's best in the East as far as a fucking player goes. He's got, you're saying 6 games, 4-2, Celtics win.
Celtics.
I'm going on record, 4-1, 5 games, gentleman's sweep. Brooklyn moves on to play Philly.
Shit. Then you got Milwaukee versus Miami.
This is a good series.
This one's gonna probably be the best series.
I think it's gonna. Yes, I agree. Round. 5 are definitely. Probably 5 good players I'm watching. I want to see how Drew Holiday does. I'm excited about Giannis not having so much pressure after 2 MVP seasons, not the number 1 seed. They look fairly good. I like where they're at. Miami, defending East champs from last year. I think they're a little tired because it was a shortened season. They kind of barely got into the playoffs, especially in a weak Eastern Conference. But I do expect Butler's a fucking dog.
Yeah, Butler's gonna get his and make sure it's a close game at the end.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a better series. I don't think it's going 7 games though. People would be like, "Well, if you think it's such a good series, it should go 7 games." Agreed. But if you go back to what I just said, Miami, I think, is a little fatigued. It's like LA. But LA kind of was hurt, and they're getting healthy, which means they've been resting, where Miami's been fucking fighting all season.
Yeah, I think it'd be like maybe 4-2, 4-1 Milwaukee.
I don't think that it'll be 4-1. I think 4-2.
But they'll all be like 5-point games.
Yes. I'm going to say 4-2. Milwaukee's moving on.
And if the only way Miami wins is a Game 7, I don't think they could.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think they're going to beat them in 5 or 6.
I like Butler and them, but I'll be honest, I think they benefited from the bubble last year.
Yeah.
I think the short season, they've been grinding all season just to make the playoffs.
I want to see Giannis get knocked out, though. Not knocked out like Jake Paul.
I don't think he would.
Like Jake Paul.
I don't think he would knock out anybody.
Like, not Jake Paul or anything.
Okay.
I want to get him out early.
So who you got Milwaukee moving forward to?
Milwaukee, yeah.
What's your final?
I'll go 6.
6 games, 4-2.
7, yeah.
I'm same 4-2. Milwaukee moves on.
4-5 is the Atlanta Hawks are 5 and the New York Knicks are 4.
This is a tough series.
That one sounds horrible.
It's a bad series with the matchup,
Yeah.
but it's a tough series to pick because I think the Knicks have shown like some grit.
Yeah.
Like they've been like they're the tough dogs. They're like the
Detroit Pistons.
yes, from the back in the 80s and
The old Knicks with fucking Ewing and all that.
yeah, so they just don't have enough offense.
No, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Derrick Rose.
I mean, I like their squad. I'm going to pick the Knicks, and I'm going to pick the Knicks in 6. I don't have any games in the East going 7. I think a 6-game series, 4-2, Knicks get it. It's going to be, I think the first 4 games going to be like swapping. It's going to be like Atlanta, Knicks, Knicks, or something like that. So
I'm gonna go with the better player in the fuck. It's hard to say the better, but I'm going Trae Young. I'm going Atlanta.
you think Atlanta knocks out the Knicks early?
I think Knicks. Yeah, I think Knicks come back to reality in the playoffs. And I got 6 games.
All right. Well, I think that's the only series we're diff. Oh no, he picked Boston too.
Well,
So he's.
That's I don't think they're gonna do it, but if they do it, I think they're.
I have all number 1 through 4 seeds winning in the East. I like the Hawks and Trae Young and what they got going on over there. I just don't think it's enough. The Knicks just have, I think, enough to get to the next series. I don't know if they'll get further than that. We'll discuss that in a minute. But for now, I have the Knicks moving on.
Eastern or Western Conference.
Let's go Western Conference.
Warriors we agreed on, and Utah.
Or let's stay in the East.
Okay.
Let's stay in the East since we got our matchups, and I don't want to forget them.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna go do all the East, and then we'll go to the West here in a minute. So in the East, you had who? The Sixers and
Boston.
Celtics.
Yeah.
Okay, he has them. Let's see. Who would you pick? I mean, I would assume you're being biased again.
I want the Celtics to go all the way. I want the Celtics Lakers, so I'm going Celtics again. Celtics in 6.
So you already know who he's gonna pick all the way through the West and all the way through the East.
Yeah, I've got 2 teams that I
so
really want.
he's got the Celtics winning against the Sixers in how many games?
6.
Gosh, the Celtics must fucking get Jaylen Brown back soon. Because I don't know.
They got playoff Kimba, dog.
I don't think that this ain't fucking the SEC or whatever, the ACC or whatever he played, a Big East in college. Okay, 4-2. You got Brooklyn or Philly losing to the Boston Celtics. Okay, and who is your other matchup?
Atlanta versus
Milwaukee.
Fuck, that's fucking horrible.
That's a horrible second round, but I mean,
at this point, I don't really give a fuck. So I'm going Milwaukee. Like Milwaukee, go to fucking.
Okay, what do you got the series? At least pick the series.
5. I don't think Atlanta got some.
No, I don't think Atlanta got
Atlanta on that.
So Milwaukee versus
it might be a sweep if that's they play.
He gave him a gentleman's sweep 4-1. Okay, let me go now. I got the Sixers versus Brooklyn.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Brooklyn.
No, it would be the lowest seed. So the lowest seed.
No, it's the same. It don't matter who wins.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's not football. Basketball, you're on one. That's why they claim that the Clippers.
Brooklyn's on the bottom. That's why.
Oh, okay. So then it'd be.
But okay, then I fucked.
You messed up because you had Atlanta versus Milwaukee. But it would have been Atlanta versus Sixers and Milwaukee versus the Celtics.
So either way, fucking the 76ers would be in the...
Okay, so he has the Sixers beating Atlanta in how many games?
Give him 5 still.
5 games, so 4-1. Philly goes to the Eastern Conference Championship. And then he has Milwaukee versus the Celtics.
Sweep. Not just kidding. Nah, I'll give him 6.
Okay, so he has 6-game series. 4-2 Boston versus Philly in the Eastern Conference. So I mean, that's not a horrible Eastern Conference Finals.
No, it sounds lit. It sounds old school as fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty... Okay, that's decent. So now Philly being the number 1, they would end up versus the New York Knicks. Okay? I think it's not even going to... I don't think it's going to be close. I think Philly ends up getting another easy kind of road to the... I'll give the Knicks one game. So they're going to sweep Washington, and then they're going to beat the Knicks 4-1 in the second round. So Philly gets by in 9 games.
Well, 9 games. Yeah.
9 games, they lose 1. That's a pretty good damn record, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
And then I have Milwaukee versus Brooklyn. I have Milwaukee beating Brooklyn. Brooklyn is going to be the new Clippers of last year.
Fuck.
Brooklyn will be eliminated after Giannis goes and stomps on their assholes. But it's going to be a good series.
Yo, how?
And I think it's going to be a 7-game series. That's my first 7-game series. It's going to be a beautiful series, but this is going to put Giannis on the map of, I can take out good teams, and I can go 7 games and finish it in the clutch.
And then lose to Philadelphia.
Okay, so who do you have in your final?
Philadelphia
versus Boston.
Yeah.
And then you have Boston winning?
Yeah, in 7.
7-game series?
I think Philly will give him a run.
Okay.
But like I said, Tatum's the
So
best.
he's got Boston winning the Eastern Conference Finals against Philly 4-3.
You got Milwaukee.
I have Milwaukee versus Philadelphia, and I think it's finally Giannis's time. I think Giannis gives it to Philadelphia. It's only going to go 6 games. It's going to be 4-2. Milwaukee makes it to the finals against. Well, we'll find out here in a minute. So that's who I got. I got Milwaukee going, man. Okay. I did have Philly. I
was gonna bring it up. I was like, this was like Philly throughout the year.
I've liked Philly.
They have the MVP.
But for some odd reason, I think Milwaukee flying under the radar, no pressure. Giannis not having MVP. He's got Drew Holiday. They got a somewhat decent, their first matchup's going to be tough, but I think that's where it's they find themselves. They're like, you know what, we can win these series. And then that's what's going to help them prevail over Brooklyn, knock out a team that's
super team.
Yeah, super team, and Milwaukee's going to be riding hot, and they're going to run into Philly that's been coasting to the playoffs, and Milwaukee's been grinding it out, and then Philly's going to get hit by a monster, and I think that's the key to getting into the ship.
That's true, because they have to play Miami, and then maybe Brooklyn or Boston, and those are 3...
Those are the tough games. They might be tired, but Giannis and them are still young enough that the fatigue ain't really going to be a factor. It's going to be, can we win these tough games? Because in the playoffs, there's not many calls. People think that they get more calls. They kind of get less calls.
You seen it the other night with LeBron. He wasn't getting shit.
Yeah, you don't get calls. So I think it's going to be, that's why I swapped. Say whatever, I don't care. I did have Philly. I like Philly.
But the road for Milwaukee, if they can get through those first 2 series, oh my God. And Philadelphia has an easy road, low key.
Exactly.
Who wouldn't want to play Washington?
Yeah, Joel Embiid, I like him, but I think he's one of them cocky guys that are we beat the shit out of these teams. It's well, yeah, you should beat the shit out of those teams.
You should beat the Knicks, Atlanta, and Washington pretty fast.
Yeah, you shouldn't have any trouble in that part of the bracket, but you're going to face somebody that's had to... I would say Milwaukee would... Unless Miami wins, and then they can beat the Nets, or Boston, then they'll have a tough... Or any of those 4 teams.
Those 4 teams right there are tough. They're all
Whoever
tough.
makes it out of those, they're going to be oh, this is us.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel like that bottom bracket, whoever gets out of there, definitely should be playing Philadelphia.
They should be, but we'll see. But that's my reasoning. After I seen the seeding, after I seen everything, I was okay, that's where I'm going.
Utah Jazz, Golden State Warriors.
I'm gonna give Steph Curry a little bit of credit. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 5-4. Utah moves on.
5-4?
Or 4-1, 5-game series.
Yeah, be like, damn, how many games they fucking playing?
4-1, 5-game series.
Fuck.
Utah moves. Especially because, look, they have to play 2 extra games already.
Yeah. Definitely.
And tonight, I don't think will be so easy.
Last time they played Memphis, they fucked them up. It was 127-97.
Well, we'll see. I mean, either way, Curry's going to have to play high minutes.
And that was the second to last game of the season.
Well, let's see. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens here in the next
But I got
10 hours.
Utah too. I like if they had Klay Thompson, I would definitely go with Warriors, but obviously that's not gonna happen. I mean, I guess it could happen. It's possible.
I mean, it's not impossible.
But I do have Wizards winning, Wizards. Jazz winning by 6 games. I give them 2. I give Warriors 2 at home.
Okay, 4-2 Jazz. We both have Jazz moving forward.
So we'll go. Want to go to the 2-7?
Just keep going down 2-7.
2-7. Lakers versus Suns, which is goddamn. That's a tough series.
I'm sorry, but if LA is healthy, which I would say they're at least there, I like the Suns, but I'm going to say this. The Suns have been probably the healthiest team this year in the whole entire NBA.
Mm-hmm.
No one's gotten hurt. I'm not saying someone's going to get hurt, but it almost seems like it's too good to be true for the Suns. You went from not making the playoffs to going to a number 2 seed. I've seen it happen in the past where there's a team that's just hot. You like them. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to say it's going to be a 6-game series.
I agree.
But I have LA coming out. And this is not me being biased. I just think they're not ready to... If they would have got maybe the Warriors, I would have probably picked them over the Warriors. But they got us.
Yeah.
And that is what it is.
I think the games they're going to win are going to be close. 3-4 points, but the ones we're gonna win are gonna be like 12 to 20 points.
Yeah, I just think we're better in size. We're better at defense. Experience. You name it. We're the best. I mean, like I said, not barring injury for LA. I mean, that's any team. Any team loses somebody key, it's gonna be tough. But man, I just think we got more than enough to get over the Suns.
Yeah, we should be able to beat any of these teams. Easily. But,
all right, 3-6.
Denver Nuggets versus the Portland Trailblazers.
I think this is going to be a good matchup. I think the Nuggets are in for it because they don't have their key guy.
Yeah, they don't have Jamal Murray.
Yeah, Jamal Murray and Lillard is a problem. I've seen Lillard be a problem in the past.
Even for good point guards.
Yeah, so I'm going to give this 7 games. I feel like Lillard's always involved in those 7-game series when it's a good series.
The Nuggets last year got like 4 of them.
I'm going to go 7 games.
3 of them. Yeah,
and
don't give
I'm going to go...
Don't give Rob the credit, bro. Fuck Rob.
I got to go with the fucking Portland, dog. I don't even care about Rob.
Fuck Rob.
It's just... I think Dame Lillard's the best player in that series. I like Jokic. I really do, but he's not the guy going to take those clutch.
He's one-dimensional.
Yeah.
You're putting him in the post or pick and roll and give him a pick and roll.
I like them, and I think it's going to be a good game.
I like your prediction. I'm going... Fuck, man. That's a hard one now looking at it. I'm going 7-2. No, I'm going to go 6. But I'm going to go 6 for Portland. Because I think Damian Lillard's just a game changer. And I think he's just going to... I don't think Jokic has enough.
Yeah, I think the injury to Murray is finally going to catch up to them.
I like MPJ, but I don't think that's enough to stop Carmelo, McCollums. Especially no one's going to really guard Damian Lillard.
No.
So I think 6.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 6, maybe a 7.
I'm going to say 7.
I'm going to go 6.
All right. Last matchup would be...
the Clippers versus Mavericks, one of the better ones of the first round.
Okay. Well... this is a good matchup if you're a Maverick fan. I think they're going to win. And I think it's not going to be close. I think it's going to probably be a 5-game series. I think Mavs win 4-1. I think 1 or 2 things are going to happen. I think both things are going to happen. But I think definitely one thing's going to happen. Kawhi's leaving. And if Kawhi don't leave, then they're getting rid of Paul George. But I think Kawhi's leaving for sure if they lose this series and they end up keeping Paul George. I would get rid of both of them and just implode the entire team. But I think the Clippers are going to be very disappointed in what just is about. Because you're going to get Philly with Doc Rivers, and they're going to make it potentially to the finals. Not just based off my prediction, but they have a chance to make it to the finals. Just in general. And then you're gonna see Montrezl Harrell on LA moving forward in the playoffs. That's a blow to them. I just think the Clippers fucked up. They always fuck up. That's why they're the little brothers to fucking the Lakers. And it is what it is.
Yeah, I think Porzingis is going to be playing the Porzinga, the unicorn. Of course, you got the young Lithuanian and Luka Doncic. I don't think anybody wants to see James Jones out there. He's a fucking dog. Dallas Mavericks is one of my favorite teams. I love how Doncic plays, and I don't think Clippers are gonna have I don't think so. I don't think they have a chance. 6 games, I give them two wins.
I just think that the Clippers
I don't think they have it.
They rest too much. They think the playoffs are going to be the moment to come in. They don't finish games where I feel like the Mavs do finish games.
Yeah, you got Luka fucking Magic, bro. Luka Magic is crazy.
Now, don't get me wrong. If the Clippers win, cool. I would love to see the Clippers versus LA in the conference finals. That would be lit. I think that'd be the best probably conference finals there could be.
Best
but
TV wise, yeah.
Yeah, TV wise. Yeah. But I'm just going off of what I've watched in probably the last month or so, and what everyone else has pointed out, and the fact that I don't
like the Clippers roster really. They have too many holes. Like they
don't really have a point guard.
They don't.
PG does not come out in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know.
They haven't played that much together.
Kawhi is your best player, and he's not vocal at all. He's not yelling at you.
He's not. I love Kawhi. I am a big fan of Kawhi Leonard. He's been I was a Kawhi Leonard fan when Kobe went out of the league, and I will stay by that. I think he's better than LeBron, except like he said, he's not your best leader. He's not the guy that's going to call you out on shit. He's not the best recruiter because, again, he's the one that wanted Paul George. That isn't working out. They got rid of Doc Rivers, which it's like, who's better than Doc, honestly?
Kerr.
Who'd they get?
Monty Williams?
Oh, no, I thought he coaches the Suns.
I don't know who the fuck.
It don't matter. It doesn't even matter who they're fucking. Oh, isn't it Lue? Ty Lue?
Is it?
Yeah, I think Ty Lue's the coach of the Clippers. But, anyways,
yeah.
It's Ty Lue? Yeah. So, I don't know. Call me crazy. Say I'm fucking biased because I'm a Laker fan. Say whatever. Don't be shocked. I would bet my money that the Mavs win. That's how confident I am. Not because I don't like the Clippers. I just think the Clippers have been overrated. Okay.
Moving on. Utah Jazz, we both had.
Versus
the Dallas Mavericks.
I think the Mavs get that series. I'm going to go with the Mavs. I think it's the Mavs' turn. The Mavs are ready. Luka's hot. Porzingis is back. They got the pieces, I think, that fit just perfectly. Jazz, I think they've had their chances. This ain't one of them. Unfortunately, Jazz take a step back, and I think it's time for the Mavs to go on to the conference finals.
Yeah, I agree. Like, the reason I picked Portland over Denver, the point guard situation, I don't even know. Mitchell's hurt, isn't he?
He's been on and off.
He has like a tweaked ankle or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't think he's going to be fully capable of guarding Luka Doncic.
Right.
And I don't think there's many players that could guard fucking Luka Doncic. And I don't think Rudy Gobert is going to score 30 points to help him out.
No.
So Porzingis is going to have a beautiful series on that one.
I think it's going to be a good series. I'm going to say 4-2, 6 games.
I'm going to throw that one 7. I'm going to give him a 7.
And I'm going to go
I think it'll be close, but not like close, if that makes sense. Like a game 7, but it's not even like a close game 7. Everybody's going to pick Dallas anyways. But I think that's how it's going to go.
Yeah, I have Dallas in the conference. All right, LA versus
Portland.
You picked Portland too?
I picked Portland too. We were the same on all of them.
Well, I'm not being biased.
I am.
I'm not being biased. I'm literally I'm picking my matchups, and I'm picking the better of the two teams. Again, if LA goes into this series healthy, they don't even have to be healthy.
Yeah, they can have LeBron sit out that series.
I don't think sit out, but I think he can be 80% like he said. They're winning. It's, again, another 6-game series. 4-2. LA goes on to the Western Conference Finals.
Call me crazy, but I think it's going to be a sweep.
Sweep?
LA sweeps Portland.
Well, I mean,
as much as I like Damian Lillard,
I like Dame too. I think he's a problem.
It's LA time.
He's a problem. We seen what Curry did against us. Dame is, I wouldn't say right underneath him, but he's probably the next best thing underneath Curry.
Yeah, he's probably second best.
So I think with him, and it's gonna be cool seeing LeBron and Carmelo kind of battle it, sort of. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a cool series, but again, I think LA just gets by and matches up with the Mavs.
Mavs and Lakers.
Mavs and Lakers. I think this is gonna be a good.
Too close to home teams, huh? Right in the middle of them, both of them fuckers.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I just think it's time that the Mavs got put in place, and they had gotten by so well. Few good matchups, beat the Clippers pretty easily to me. Gets by a tough series against the Jazz, but then they meet just a complete big monster in LA Lakers, and I think it's not going to be... I'm going to give them one game. It's going to be a 4-1, 5-game series. LA goes to the ship.
I look at it this way. It has nothing to do with the Mavericks. All to do with the Lakers. We don't win one championship. We win them in multitudes. And I don't think the Dallas Mavericks are going to be the Dallas Mavericks of 2012.
Nope.
And I think, or 2013, whatever it was.
I don't know.
But I don't think that's going to happen this year. Unfortunately, the big dog of the West, that's been the big dog of the West for the fucking beginning of time, LA Lakers versus Boston Celtics.
All right.
What is it called?
I have Milwaukee versus
the Lakers.
the Lakers.
The battle of 17. They both have 17. So.
You're really going for, like, you're pull 2 number 7 seeds?
2 number 7s. And going for the...
It ain't even likely that one of these fuckers are going to make it.
The title
let
of
alone
18.
2 of them.
Hey, what happened? Would it not be good TV?
Yeah,
Celtics, Lakers.
TV would be all happy. They'd be like, oh, yeah, we got 2 number 7s. Boston's been fucked up this whole year. They're talking about Brad Stevens not even making it to be the coach next year. All kinds of shit. Yeah. And here you are pushing both 7 seeds all the way to the championship.
If this happens, Kemba Walker, I would love it if you would give me a fucking jersey, bro. I love Kemba Walker. I love Tatum. Unfortunately, I don't think y'all going to win it. I'm a Laker fan. I'm not going to pick you. I'm not going to pick... I would be... detrimental to my team. I might as well switch teams at that point if I pick the Celtics over Lakers.
Well, you know I'm not picking Milwaukee.
Oh,
I'm not picking Milwaukee. I'm sorry, but I gave Milwaukee as much glory as I could up until this point. But you're battling a team that is just bars above your level.
Yeah, he has basically 2 Giannis's on the team.
So, I think it's going to be a good series. But again, I'm not a 7-game series kind of guy. I think I have 1 7-game series in my entire bracket, and it's not going to be the fucking finals. It's going to be a 6-game series. It's going to be LA 4-2. Throw up the deuces back-to-backs. I'm buying that shirt. I'm motherfucking ready.
I'm going lucky 7s. It's 2 7s in the finals already, so I might as well go get game 7, right?
Nah. Milwaukee or Boston. Well, I mean, if Boston makes it, I'd love a 7-game series.
That's what I'm saying. 7-7.
Oh, game 7-7, game 7?
Damn, that'd be sick.
I don't know. If he gets this right, that's crazy. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I got a 7 seed versus a 3 seed.
Any bets this week for the fucking Suns game? Let me know. Pussies.
Yeah. So, you guys comment in the comment section who you guys think is going to make the finals. Just pick and maybe pick who you got and pick the winner and put it in the comment section.
One of my homies last night asked me, "Who do you got? What's the series going to be? Lakers Suns?" And I looked at him and I was like, "Lakers in fucking 5." And he's like, "Suns in 6. Why? Because Chris Paul needs a championship." I was like, "Because they beat LA, they get a championship." I don't think that's how it works.
No. I'm sorry, but who thinks the Suns are going to beat LA?
Fucking nobody.
Nobody. So, everyone that thinks that, you're stupid. I don't care who you are. If you're a Suns fan, I don't really care. I actually like the Suns. I'm a Devin Booker fan. I'm not like a bad, I'm all repping Devin Booker. I think he's pretty good. I like Chris Paul too. He's gritty and shit, but what are they going to do? Put Chris Paul on fucking LeBron? Like, that ain't happening. What are you gonna do? Put fucking
Booker on LeBron.
Booker on LeBron? Well, good. You see what happened to Wiggins the other night? Did y'all see what happened to Wiggins? Wiggins had the game of his life and still got fucked up.
I think the only matchup that looks good is Ayton versus
AD.
That's
And even then, I don't know if that's even...
Ayton's too young, way too young.
Yeah, so I'm... Like I said, I'm not biased. I think LA is LA, and it ain't the Clippers LA. It's the Lakers LA. So, I don't know. We'll see. All I want is good basketball. That's all I care about.
A couple fights would be cool.
It'd be cool just to see good basketball. Some buzzer beaters, some game winners, some
Game
overtime,
sevens,
some 7-game series. Like, all that stuff's cool.
Maybe an upset here and there. Maybe Wizards upset.
Like I said, Clippers are losing to the Mavs. I just think that's going to happen. That's my upset of the tournament.
That'd be lit.
I mean, I don't really have any. I have all number 4 seeds in the East. And then I have pretty much a lot of upsets.
Yeah.
I have Blazers,
Mavericks.
the LA, and Mavs.
Yeah. I have a lot too in the East. I have the Celtics.
Who the Blazers playing? Nuggets?
Nuggets. But they're fucking banged up.
Yeah.
They do have it.
Like I said, I may be completely wrong. I'm going to let you guys know in the weeks to come. But
I know first thing Lakers out or something. Fuck.
Right.
Look at that.
Okay, and you guys remember, like the beginning of the video, go to the GoFundMe page, link in description. Go support our local youth boxing, bully boxing. Appreciate it. We'll be over there tomorrow. Tune in. I'm going to just kind of overload Snap a little bit with some of it. There'll be like a small vlog. I'm not going to go super crazy with the whole filming thing. I'm there to support the kiddos. But there will be some pieces. He'll eventually get there too, probably for the main card.
Yeah,
So we're going to do a little bit of filming. I'll probably get some boxing scenes in there. But I'm really not trying to fucking hold the camera for 8 hours. I think I'm going to be there. So if you guys love me at all and someone wants to take me some food around like 4 o'clock, I appreciate it. So until next time with the Beard Bros, like and subscribe. Peace.